hanging there, kicking, not even moving. She's real. It's 100%. Kind of hot. Well, you know, in a dead sort of way.
Okay. And how'd you find out about this place online?
Great. Anything?
Yeah, are you Craig Thurston?
I am?
Oh, well, we're reporters for the Dallas Morning News. I'm Dean. This is Sam.
No way. Yeah, I'm a writer too. I write for my school's Lit magazine.
Oh, good for you, Morrison.
We're doing an article on local hauntings and rumor has you might know about one.
You mean the Hell House?
That's the one.
I didn't think there was anything in the story.
Why don't you tell us the story?
Well, supposedly back in the 30s, this farmer, Mordecai Murdoch, used to live in a house with his 6 daughters. It was during the Depression. His crops were failing. He didn't have enough money to even feed his own children. So I guess that's when he went off the deep end.
How?
Well, he figured it was past due because girls die quick. So he died. He screamed. His bag couldn't stop, but he just strung him up, one after another. And then when it was all finished, he turned around on himself. Now they say that his spirit is trapped in the house forever, stringing up any other girl that goes inside. Where'd you hear about this? My cousin Dan.
The story of the conference finals was the 7 seeds. In the West, LeBron was seeing 3 rims and 4 wins as the Lakers swept the Mavs with ease.
Guys, I'll tell you next.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
I swear to God, I don't want to go anywhere near that house ever again, okay?
Coming right up, the Lakers taking on the Cavaliers. Fourth. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Okoro out there with Kevin Love. And it's Allen in at center. And for the Lakers, Anthony Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jay. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. And at the midway point, what stands out, Chris, to you about this phase of the regular season?
Well, Kevin, it's always that the standings are pretty much solidified, the favorites, the cellar dwellers, and this is where the front office will take a hard look at their roster and maybe look to make some moves as well.
Now, here's Garland. He's guarded by Schroeder. Outside, Sexton. And here's Schroeder. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous. Facilitating from the inside. I mean, that can be a valuable asset for any offense.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from them.
Pass to Jay. Trying to get open, it's Davis.
Oh, man, fantastic awareness from the big man. Drummond has an impressive understanding for when his guys have clean looks.
Garland kicks to Allen. To the middle. That one misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Now Drummond. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. The shot's good from James.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Now, here's Garland. He's coming off a 19-point game against Denver. Pass to Sexton. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Larry Nance is checked in for Cleveland. Here's Drummond. And it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker.
There's Garland, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Well, now that they have that monkey off their back, hopefully they can settle down and execute.
And Caruso's got the ball here for Los Angeles. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
It makes sense. I mean, when you look at where they both finished, there's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other one was on vacation.
Here's Windler. 9 points last game out. Down to 5 on the shot clock. But they'll get another chance. Takes a 3. They get the rebound. Hartenstein. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Harrell, the pass to Horton Tucker. They swipe it. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. Ball's knocked loose. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. The shot's good from James.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
50 seconds left to play in the first. He uses the glass to finish the layup. Jay's got 9 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Prince outside. And Gasol sends it back.
You got to be wary of Gasol. I mean, he's good at using his length to turn away shots.
The pass to Jay. Here's Caruso. To the inside, Jay, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Lakers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Wesley Matthews checked in for the Lakers. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Alex Caruso. They grab their own miss and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. Misses off the left iron. Prince, right side. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchup defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Larry Nance. Hartenstein is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard position. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Thunder was tremendous. He tallied 25 points, and his percentage was impressive, making a number of his free throws and field goal attempts. Another fantastic showing in what has been a great stretch of basketball for him. Kevin, we'll see if he can keep it going tonight.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah.
Big group substitution here for Cleveland. Allen dishes to Prince. There's 57 seconds left now here in the second. There's Garland. Rebound by Harold.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And it's blocked, and he gets it back. No good from Jay. And so Allen will bring it up for Cleveland. Prince wide open with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Jay. Good on the bucket. Jay's got 12 points in the game.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed him, he's been their safety valve.
Garland with it. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Can't cash in from close range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Anthony Davis is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jay, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Here's Garland for 3. Love. The Lakers with the rebound. Drummond's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
He's been dominating. I mean, beat you up in so many ways. And Davis is giving this D a thumping tonight.
Now, here's Garland. Guarded close. And it's sent back by Drummond. And Okoro with the basket on the assist by Allen. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Drummond passes to Jay. Drummond trying to get himself free. No good from Jay. Sexton against Schroeder. Back to Sexton. Passes it to Allen. Here's Love. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Pass to Drummond. Lakers working the ball around now. Jay. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Drummond trying to get himself free. Rebound, Love. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Okoro kicks to Garland. Pass to Okoro. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Dennis Schroeder. A lot of talk about receding in the playoffs when you got... Jay, the pass to Davis. Releases. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 17 points for Jay.
Well, with as much defensive attention as AD gets, the passing lanes will be open for him, and those are the passes he needs to make.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Kevin Love out there with Allen, and it's Nance in at the 3. Jay defended by Sexton, and Garland comes to help. Here's the pass to Jay. And he lays it straight in. Jay's got 19 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Davis against Nance. Pass to Sexton. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. That's going to send Dennis Schroeder to the free throw line. Is on Colin Sexton. Chris, you look at last year's all-defensive first-teamers, 4 out of 5 of those guys were 6'10" or taller. Clearly, size is an advantage.
Yeah, size or at least length. I mean, long arms, with that comes block skills and deflections. As long as you can move your feet, though, bigger is better.
And they pick up 2. Jay's got 9 points here in the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Oh, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of clawing back into this.
Osman, the pass to Wade. Here's Dotson. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Count it. Good. Osman's got his first points of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Drummond passes to Jay. Beyond the arc. Trying to get open, it's Davis. Another shot, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Over the course of AD's career, he's made a concerted effort to draw fouls. I mean, we've seen that free throw attempt number skyrocket.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And Los Angeles will go for... And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Los Angeles Lakers. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jay, the pass to Fernando. The shot comes out. And so it's Cleveland with it, pushing it up. And it's Allen slamming it down.
flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center, and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
Jay. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
And that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Some people are on the Hell House website, staring at the symbol, thinking about Mordecai. I mean, I don't know, but it might be enough to bring its open life.
Would explain why kids.
Right. As the legend changes, people think different things. So Mordecai himself changes, like the game untold. That would also explain why the rest of it.
Yeah, he's not a traditional spirit per se. Yeah. Okay, so why don't we just put this spirit sigil thingy off the wall and off what's up?
Well, it's not that simple. You see, once totals are created, they take on a life of their own.
Right. All right, so if you really have some thought for it, how the hell are we supposed to kill an idea?
Well, it's not going to be easy for these guys helping us. Check out the page. They posted the video of the number of hits that quadrupled in the last day alone.
We got an idea. Come on. Need to find a copy.
Man, I think I'm allergic to our soap or something. You did this? You're a friggin' jerk.
Oh, yeah.
No, forget it. Forget it. I'm not going back in there again, Harry. Look at me. Right here. Okay? Ghost hunter. Okay.
I know, but Ed, I've never actually seen a real ghost before. Like a real ghost, like an apparition.
They start to hear this. You start taking to the big time. Fame, money, sex, girls. Great. Okay, WWBD. What we doing?
In this new age matchup of a storied rivalry, the torch was officially passed in La La Land as Anthony Davis won.
The busy freeways of Los Angeles, a hallmark of this sprawling metropolis. We're coming to you from Southern California. It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. A look at the Magic starting group. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Carter. Then there's Hampton. Then it's Ennis, and it's Fultz in at the point guard. And for the Lakers, we've got Jay. Andre Drummond is out there with Davis. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward spot. And Steve, as we get into the middle of the season, do you feel we have a good idea of who the contenders are at this point?
The major forces, Kevin, you know for sure where they are. There are always some teams you can't tell if they're legit or not just yet.
Here's Isaac, and Davis sends it back. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now the pass to Jay. That shot off. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. Inside, here's Isaac. And it's sent back by Drummond. And they're moving it up. Here's Davis. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Not one to back down inside. Schroeder likes to get right into the teeth of the defense.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Tipped away and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And so it's the Lakers with it, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
There were some unforced errors, but they also created some mistakes through their intensity on both ends.
5 on the clock. Softly drops in the floater.
Deadly with the teardrop. Schroeder gets great lift and uses his touch to guide it in.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I did speak earlier with the Magic's head coach. The last time these two teams met, the Lakers got the better of them. Coach feels they learned a lot from that game and will fare better this time, saying, I think we got caught off guard at times the last time we faced them. Tonight we'll be better suited to handle their scoring runs. And it is all about minimizing those runs against the Lakers. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block. Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Trying to get open is Davis. Good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Fultz. And that one is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Orlando. Oh, they were able to handle the Magic.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
And love the high motor Fultz brings to the floor. Really puts the defense in a tough spot whenever he drives inside.
We're about 1.5 minutes into the second quarter now.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense, he might have gotten over-eager.
The Magic trail by 8. They've got Drummond. Anthony Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jay, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Clock at 6. 9 feet out. And the shot is long. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
The Lakers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And, Smitty, we see the success and the great talent level in the WNBA. Do you ever think you're going to see a woman on an NBA roster?
Well, Kevin, that's a good question. Let's look at the history of the game. We've had 2 women drafted, Denise Long back in 1969 and Lucia Harris in 1977. I will say this, Kevin, I do believe so. I think in my era, there's one player I got a chance to watch and play against that could have played for sure with Cheryl Miller.
And Davis gets it to go.
This is where the length of AD really shows up. You think you have him well defended, and maybe you do, but it's just not enough.
Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lakers leading by 11. Passes it to Jay. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And the free throw, no good. The Magic trail by 13. Isaac passes to Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the line for him here. That free throw good from Anthony. And both free throws good for Anthony. 1:51 left here in the second. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Cavaliers played phenomenal basketball. He finished with 23 points, and there was no answer for him all game long. Looked like he got whatever shot he wanted out there. He really played a complete game out there. He just seemed to be in rhythm and always in the right place at the right time. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
The Magic trail by 11. Isaac outside. Pass to Carter. 52 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Ennis. Fires for three. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Jay. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Lakers have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Ariza against Caldwell Pope.
So this morning we got a phone call from a very important Hollywood producer.
6 on the shot clock. Now here's Fultz. Not a lot of room. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers enjoying it. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been quite a game for Cole Anthony.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
And so in the game for the Magic, Fultz is out there with Hampton. Then there's Carter. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Ennis in its small forward. Lakers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Orlando. Down by 15. Here's Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, his instincts are on display here. Fultz, a really good passer, excels at setting up teammates for easy looks.
Lakers working the ball around now.
The need just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And then Isaac slams it in.
And you can just see how that motor never subsides. Isaac always looking to put on a show there with his dunking ability.
Jay, the pass to Schroeder. To the paint. Here's Drummond. And the pass to Jay. Sinks the triple. Jay's got it, got 14.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Hampton passes to Isaac, trying to get open as Carter. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Anthony Davis.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Porter. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Caldwell Pope. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass. And the energy of a guy like Montrezl Harrell can rub off on the entire team.
Yes, it can. GA, he plays with a high motor, generates steals, blocks, and deflections. He's active all over the court, and now we're seeing it on the offensive end as well.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Fultz finds Porter. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Horton Tucker's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Merrill against Porter.
I can't believe he hasn't hit a shot all period. Someone else needs to step up and help close the gap.
Out left of the wing. Jay, guarded by Fultz. Caldwell Pope outside. He shoot again, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
I'll tell you, Otto Porter was all over that shot.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be back with you shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Caldwell Pope out there with Jay. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
And with the frequency of 3-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on 3?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more 3s than 2s. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on 3-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that 3 is going to be vital. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Jay. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Jay's got 15 points here in the second half. Passes to Hampton. Now Ennis. Six to shoot. And Carter has it in the corner. And it's sent back by Drummond.
That rejection was well timed.
Here's Jay. Rebound by the Magic.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Jay, the pass to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
AD could have laid that one up, but that's not the statement he just made.
Orlando, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Okeke passes to Carter. Shot clock at 5. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. That one wide left.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jay.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again. Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Well, Orlando shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Carter Williams gets to Ariza for the 3. Another miss by Orlando. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Morris. Lakers passing it around. Jay, the pass to Fernando. Here's Caruso. Pass to Jay. To the left wing. 4 on the clock. For 3. It's hauled in by Harris. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Carter Williams can't get it to go. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Here's Porter outside for Carter Williams. Poked loose. Porter passes to Carter Williams. Offensive rebound. Harris outside. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next.
You were right. It's not pneumonia. It's rotted. It's Allie's hand.
Last year, I can't believe I said that I was going to hear about last season's championship for another 2 years, but you guys did it again according to NBA 2K. And
We're the land of the free.
We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys. Tonight, a celebration of the Latin culture. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Jay, and there's Davis. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. And for the Rockets, we've got Wood. Porter is out there with Wall. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Nwaba in at the 3. Well, we all know, Clark, the travel in the NBA is just exhausting. It's just incredible how many miles these teams rack up.
Kevin, I tell you, some of the old-timers would say, hey, they travel in charter planes today and 5-star hotels. They haven't seen anything as far as rough travel. But you're right, it takes a toll. But players are well accustomed to navigating the cadence and rhythm of traveling and still being ready to play.
Porter passes to Olynyk. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Los Angeles shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
All with it. He's picked up by Drummond. And Wall with the slam.
And he can just fly. We know that about Wall now, that he's got plenty of ways to finish at the rim once he gets up, and beyond.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, here's what Houston's head coach had to say earlier. And coach mentioned Anthony Davis's mobility as a factor as well. He said, anytime you've got a big man who can move as well as Davis, it poses some issues. You got to come up with a creative approach on D to deal with that combination of size and speed. Coach told me, though, Kevin, as tough as it is to face Davis, it makes his job and the challenge that much more fun. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Davis, and he comes up with the deuce.
Boy, AD's showing you how strong and willing to work he is, because that was a difficult bucket there.
And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Wall. No good on that one. Good D by Drummond.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Passes it to Jay. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Player of the Week winners being announced recently, and Junior Greg taking the honors for the first time in his career.
And it's no surprise, as Junior was simply magnificent this week. Completely carried his team to victories, and he gets some well-deserved recognition. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Drummond. It's rebounded by Houston. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they won the season series last year against this club, but fell to them in the postseason.
When it really counted, they came up short. But it's another season and a chance here to gain confidence in this matchup.
And the Lakers making a change here. 1:57 left here in the first quarter. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Harrell, the pass to Jay. Feeds to Davis. And he converts the layup. Davis has got 8.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
The pass to Wall. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Lakers.
You know what, guys?
The Lakers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end. His athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contribution.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Davis is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Jay. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Magic delivered quite a performance. He grabbed 24 points and a couple of boards as well. They're winning games all over the place, and he's been a factor in that success. His confidence has to be soaring. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Jay, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Olynyk. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in two different settings.
Yeah, I mean, two very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Ball against Schroeder. Outside Porter. Three-pointer. It's good from long range.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Right side Davis. Pass to Drummond. And it's Schroeder in the corner. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Both free throws good from Jay. And if you haven't seen the news, Junior once again winning a Rookie of the Month award. He keeps on, Greg, impressing with his play.
And you would have gotten great odds at Vegas if you picked Junior to be Rookie of the Year before the season. But now, this guy looks like the front runner after winning another award. Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Davis Bertans checks in for Houston. And the Lakers also making a switch. Horton Tucker's checked in.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
Passes it to Tate. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. And the layup's good off the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Just his first attempt, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Lakers lead by 6.
You know, for such a young player, Kuzma has a tremendous amount of confidence and seems to be comfortable no matter where he is and what the circumstance is.
A nice shot by Wall.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not...
What a jam! Are you kidding me?
He got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle under...
For the
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
They've got Porter. Christian Wood is out there with Kelly Olynyk. And it's Wall. And it's Mwaba in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for... Houston right now. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Rockets. 7-point differential. Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Here's Mwaba. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. This is his first trip to the line tonight. First one falls for him. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending pick and roll, in part because of his instinct. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I picked bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. You know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving him there.
Lakers leading by 6. Pass to Davis. He feeds it to Drummond. And the shot goes in.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Drummond's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Schroeder against Wall. Trying to find Wood. Gets it to him.
Yeah, you know, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there. Terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Both teams deciding to change. Schroeder outside. Here's Jay. Harold, the pass to Jay. Harold trying to free himself up. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. So it's the Rockets now, trailing here by 8. Now here's Wall. He has 6. The pass to Bertans. 35 seconds left to play in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Mwaba. The three-pointer, no good. Lakers leading by 8. Jay, the pass to Schroeder. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To the right side. Pass to Jay. Here's Davis. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You know, it's not only his size and strength and athleticism, but Davis's timing is so special. That's why he boards it so well.
And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So for the Lakers right now, Andre Drummond is out there with Davis. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jay, and it's Schroeder in at the point.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Ball against Schroeder. Knocks it loose. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Count that bucket. 17 points for Jay. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Porter kicks to Wall. To the left side wing. There's Ennis, the pass to Wall. Here's Drummond. Bucket is good. And the Lakers lead by 18.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Christian Woods checked in for Davis Bertans. Here is Porter. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Kicks it to Wall. To stop the run. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Lakers leading by 18. Here's Jay. Goes back up. Drummond lays it up off the glass.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Schroeder against Wall. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And here's Wall. The dish to Porter. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that in switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. Wall against Schroeder. From 10 feet out, Wall's shot is off.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Makes it 2 points there from Jay.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Wall, no luck. And here's Los Angeles. They've outscored them 16 points to 2, not slowing down.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2. and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jay.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open. And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Passes to Tate. Outside, Wall. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
To the right. Fair. What do I do?
Be right next row. Come in with guns. As soon as we do, you roll off this bed, you crawl under it.
What if you shoot me?
I won't shoot you. Good shots. I'm not gonna fire until you're clear, okay? You heard a gunshot before?
Like in the movies?
It's gonna be a lot louder than the movies. I want you to stay in the bed, cover your ears. Do not come out until we say so. Understand? You sure you want to do this? You don't have to. It's okay. I'll be mad.
No, I'm okay. Just don't shoot me.
I'm not gonna let anything happen to you. Promise. Sounds. You sure these iron rounds are gonna work? Consecrated iron rounds. Yeah, it's what Dad used last time. Hey, Dean, I'm sorry. What? You know, I'm really giving you a lot of crap. I wasn't gonna let that to worse. But I know why you do it. God, kill me now.
I'm the 2K MC. I snap my fingers and the segment starts. Here are your top plays of the week.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. The Celtics' chemistry has made a leap with the addition.
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Jay. And there's Davis. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. And for Boston, Walker and Smart, the guards. Jabari Parker is out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Williams at the pivot spot manning the middle. And both teams, Doris, battling injuries.
Kevin, we have seen that when someone is injured, that means an opportunity for a bench player to show what they have. And the coaching staff maybe has to get a little bit more creative than usual.
Now, Smart, after the missed three from Jay. Nice shot by Smart.
Growing confidence in his jumper. Smart is rising and firing after the catch of the pass. Nice.
And Davis can't get it to go. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a three-point game. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
You know, that one's a tough one to take. You force the extra session, and then you have the heartbreak of not being able to get it done in the extra session. Brutal.
Aggressive defense. The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
From deep, Walker. That shot off, so the Lakers will take it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Here's Walker after the made shot from Andre Drummond. Count it.
Boy, I thought Kemba took some contact on that shot, but boy, the toughness and focus is right there.
And moving to a star-laden team last year, Walker continued to produce as he always has.
And the scoring average may have gone down, but that was totally expected. This has been a seamless integration of Kemba Walker. Coach Stevens has got to get some credit here. You allow Kemba Walker to play to his strengths, but you also allow him to thrive in the team situation with other talent.
And here is Los Angeles now. 5 to shoot. Here's Kuzma. And that one goes long.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Smart up top. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Brown. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. And it's Davis with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 1. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
Here is Davis. Kemba Walker making his last shot. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
So the Celtics call timeout, their first.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like.
Schroeder passes to Matthews. Back to Schroeder. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kicks it to Matthews. Shot clock at 6. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
The foul couldn't hold Davis down. His scoring ability is just that strong.
Smart's checked in for Boston. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. The Celtics with the lead. So the Lakers 5 right now. Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jay. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Here's Walker. Missed it, even after all those chances. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Rockets had a huge night. He ended up with 21 points, and he did a great job of letting the game come to him, connecting on a number of his shots. And when he plays like that, it certainly helps his team. Right now, they're on a hot streak. We'll see if they can add to it tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Well, silly foul. He realized it when it happened. That's where you'd like to see him show a little bit more discipline.
Parker, the shot's good on the assist by Walker. Parker's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
Now, how about the awareness of Kemba Walker? Make your teammate feel good with a pretty pass, Kemba.
Down low, here's Davis. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And the grace of Davis's game, you know, not many big men are just that fluid in terms of how he moves.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And there's the pass to Brown. 5 on the clock. And finished off by Brown.
Oh, my goodness, Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism. Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
Schroeder outside. Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Celtics now. Boston leading by 6. Now Brown. He's coming off a 37-point game against Phoenix.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
The shot's good from Jay.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Brad, Steve.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Andre Drummond with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I mean, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Boston, Walker and Smart, the guards. Jaylen Brown out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Williams at the 5. Pass to Parker. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says, when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks. From deep, Walker. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Matthews is checked in. Jay. Rebound, Boston.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
Wesley Matthews on the wing. To the paint. Clock at 6. Drummond trying to get himself free. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
No good that time. Great D that time from Davis.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Jay, the pass to Schroeder. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How about the smart basketball play by Dennis Schroeder? Normally, he's the guy making the pass. This time, he's the finisher. That's beautifully done.
And Thompson kicks to Parker. Dishes it to Brown. Back to Parker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Davis.
Well, Jabari Parker is a
Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Jay. Davis is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Schroeder in at point.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's Parker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you know this about guys coming out of the city of Chicago. They usually play with great instincts and are thirsty scorers, and that's what Jabari Parker is.
And here is Los Angeles now. The lead is 2. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Drummond trying to get himself free. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Lakers lead by 4.
He's unguardable. Nobody been able to contain him here in the fourth quarter. Now 4 of 5 from the field.
Walker the pass to Parker. The Celtics working the ball around now. Schroeder against Walker. Fournier for 3. No good that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. To the inside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
It's stolen by Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Busted. No good that time either.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Drummond throws it down.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. So we'll see Kemba Walker go to the line here. It's on Dennis Schroeder. Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
As a young man growing up in New York, Kemba Walker was part of a performance team. And this young man, as a performer between the lines as a basketball player, there's a bit of improvisation there as well.
Celtics trail by 9. Walker taking his time here. He's off on that one, and the Lakers will go the other way with it. Inside, and there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Schroeder. Davis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers. Walker against Schroeder. There's the triple. They get it again. Williams, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And the first one drops. Marcus Smart's checked in for Fournier. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Celtics. A 12-point game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over.
That's good from Jay. Both free throws good from Jay. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball. And we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you could make a strong case for that. But you go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot. I think, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Los Angeles.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Andre Drummond.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Williams looking around. Back to Smart. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jay covered by Parker. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.
As much as my dad wants to, no, I won't let him. Think it's in bad taste.
Yeah, no, don't. Make sure.
Hi, don't tell me you're interested in that.
No, God, no, not mine. You know what? I gotta go. I gotta take care of something. But I will call you back. I will call you. I will see you later.
Wait, so you're not leaving tonight?
No, I guess not. See you.
I think you got the obvious. All right, we just need to figure out another way to get rid of it. Any ideas? Okay, all right. Well, I almost talk more about haunted paintings. It's always the painting's subject that haunts them. Yeah? So we need to figure out everything there is to know about that creepy-ass family. Creepy-ass painting. What were their names again? You said the Alexander, right? Yeah, that's right. I dug up every scrap of this week. Was Krampus? Good. What he was? Well. Yes. Sounds about right. The whole family was killed. It seems as Isaiah, he slits his kids' throats, and his wife, and himself. Now, he was a barber by trade. Used a straight razor. Why do you do it? People knew Isaiah's having disturbed and harsh temperament.
Next play is from Grant Aldino in the rec. Every play matters in a close game. Running stuff block starts the break in time for the team to net the...
New York City, Bethesda. Hello and thanks for joining us. Anoche le NFTA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin.
A little patience indeed. That's interesting. Thank you, David. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Anthony Davis is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jay, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. And for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then there's Alec Burks. Greg, the two words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. Here's New York. With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in.
always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
To the middle, here's Jay. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Davis against Beverly. Pass to Burks. Now Randall. Drummond trying to get himself free. Randall with the bucket.
The muscle and the intensity there from Randall showing off, and he converts through contact.
Jay, the pass to Drummond. Robinson with the block. Here's Randall. Robinson dishes to Randall, and Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now, here's Burks. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
With a large frame and a willingness to get physical, Drummond's a relentless rebounder.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Rose kicks to Toppin. To the paint. Here's Payton. It's tipped.
Oh, that's merciless. Kuzma plays with such competitive energy. Wasn't letting that shot get off.
Payton with another miss. Lakers leading by 4. Here's the three. And he sinks it from deep. Three-pointer good from Jay. Jay's got 7 points in the game. The Knicks shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%. Looking to end the run. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And so it's New York with it, following the bucket by the Lakers. Burks on the wing, guarded by Kuzma. And again, it's the Knicks missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Here's Jay. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so Payton will bring it up for the New York Knicks. 11-point game. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And that one, they crossed the line.
Well, you can do a couple things with turnovers. They committed too many, and then they didn't force enough. So a tough go.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Kuzma outside. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Off target with his 3. Knicks trailed by 4.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Jay, and it's Matthews in at the small forward position. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Celtics put on a show. He had 16 points on the night, and his work ethic was evident, notching a double-double and also making his presence felt. He's one of the reasons they're so hot right now. He made a great contribution in that one, and Kevin, let's see if they can keep it going.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Robinson. Kuzma pulls it in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Jay, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And the big man, the brow, finding a teammate and does a great job of seeing somebody that's uncovered.
Knicks trail by 5. On the pass to Beverly. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Toppin. Just 5 to shoot. And to get open is Robinson. Here's Randall. And no good that time. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Here's Jay. And the 3 ball is good. And now it's an 8-point Laker lead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Beverly, the pass to Toppin. Down low, they need this, and Randall throws it down.
Randall with a great effort there, up and athletic and at the rim.
Jacks up a 3. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Passes it to Beverly. New York moving the ball around. To get open is Robinson, and it's Beverly missing. Lakers leading by 6.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in the driver's seat. Up it. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then there's Alec Burks. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
Well, the Knicks fans looking for any ray of hope, and it doesn't have to come at the hands of high-level draft choices. Mitchell Robinson is one of those young players right now for them who's showing a ton of promise.
Here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
So for the Knicks, Noel's checked in for Randall, and it's Rose in for Patrick Beverly. And the Knicks with possession here. Trailing here by 8. 4 on the shot clock. And Davis sends it back. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. Pulls up for 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Davis has got 7 points. And Robinson, a second-round pick for the Knicks. Brent, he has been a steal.
I agree with you. He started playing basketball in 8th grade, so you wonder how much more unlimited and untapped potential does Mitchell Robinson have at this position.
Pass to Rose. Step back shot off the left rim and out.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Outside Rose. And that time, also a missed shot.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Rose kicks to Burks. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Burks has got his second bucket tonight.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I'd throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree, by all accounts, he has succeeded with flying colors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the time. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person.
Here's Burks. The Lakers with the rebound. Kuzma's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Jay. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Burks looking around. New York moving the ball around. Here's Randall, and Davis sends it back. The pass to Jay. Randall brings the double team. Peter passes to Jay. Lock at 6. Kuzma outside. Drummond trying to get himself free. Oh, and the jam by Drummond.
And look at Drummond, capable of rising up and dropping an absolute hammer.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Knicks. It's a 10-point game. Quickly lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Jay, the pass to Schroeder. And that one, good. And the Lakers lead by 10.
Trying to get more confident shooting from the interior. Schroeder wants to keep adding some elements to the offensive end of his game.
Randall against Davis.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And that one's good. Schroeder. And now a 12-point Laker lead.
Well, fighting through some defense right there. Schroeder showing some offensive confidence right now.
Randall against Davis. Pass to Beverly. Lets it go with a three. That shot is off. And it's the Lakers the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Shot's good from James.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
They can't stop the run with that one.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 17. 1:33 left in the fourth. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jay.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more. And that one misses. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Rose. Outside for Randall. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Well, improving his three-point range and confidence and rhythm from the three-point line, that's opening up some things for Julius Randle.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.